8 months into Trump's second term, the collapse is here. In Georgia, a family flower shop is suffocating under tariffs. 17% hikes, phones gone silent, customers vanishing. This is not just their story, it is the betrayal of Trump's own base. By the end of this video, you will see how his broken promises are draining wallets, shattering trust, and threatening the very movement that once carried him. Welcome to the Progressive Wave. Truth, resistance, no compromise. Subscribe now if you want facts without spin, justice without apology, and a community that refuses silence. Trump vowed to slash energy costs, bring down prices, and revive American jobs. Instead, small businesses across the country are being crushed. Imported goods and raw materials now cost more under his sweeping tariff agenda. Jesse's flower shop sees fewer orders. Carter's funeral home faces supplier headaches. Trump's broken promises are crushing small towns, the very towns that once crowned him king. 1 in 4 conservative voters now disapprove of his handling of the economy. He centers immigration and spectacle, while families ask, how do we survive another month of this? Every business owner watching knows, when your costs rise overnight, promises mean nothing. And here is the question that should haunt every small-town voter. Was this suffering the price you expected to pay for loyalty? Have you felt rising prices crush your budget? Type yes in the comments. Then comes the Epstein file betrayal. Trump once said he was inclined to release everything, to shine light on the swamp he promised to drain. Instead, partial files dripped out, underwhelming and cloaked in secrecy. When questioned, Trump raged, calling concerns the Epstein hoax. For many in his base, that was the breaking point. MAGA itself beginning to split from the man who once defined it. Do you trust Trump's dismissal, or do you feel betrayed? Drop your answer below. Jesse now says, MAGA does not depend on one man. We can continue without him. This is not betrayal by the left. It is disillusionment from within. The cracks are widening. Distrust of Vice President Vance, skepticism of local GOP representatives, and even shame from once proud Trump voters. If even loyalists are now saying the movement must continue without him, what happens to Trump and what happens to the Republican Party? Their lives are not abstractions. A hurricane ravaged Jesse's home county. Their sign blew down, and months later it still has not been replaced. Economic hardship erodes trust faster than speeches can build it. Yet they still resist a full break, straddling between loyalty and disappointment. Jesse and Carter are not outliers. They are America's mirror, showing us the cost of false promises. MAGA was never only about Trump. It was a cry against the political elite, a promise to expose corruption. The swamp narrative, the Epstein files, transparency, movement identity, these were the litmus tests. And Trump failed them. Here lies the contradiction, a moral dissonance every voter must face. Will you excuse corruption because it wears your colors? This is where the audience, you, must wrestle with complicity. Silence in the face of broken promise is not neutrality. It is endorsement. And if you still believe in democracy, in transparency, in empowering the people over the elite, then you cannot excuse betrayal just because the betrayer wears your party's colors. Who do you think betrayed the movement more, Trump or the politicians protecting him? Drop a name below. Ask yourself, do you believe that one person can embody a movement's promise? Or do you believe that the movement is greater than any leader? If you have felt the sting of rising costs or the shame of seeing promises evaporate, share your story below. Send this video to someone who still thinks he kept his word. And if you agree this needs to be exposed, hit the like button so more people see it. If this video shocks you or resonates, comment below. Trump's broken promises are no longer whispers, they are lived reality in every small town. This MAGA couple doesn't think he is keeping his word. Do you? This fight needs your voice, your visibility, and your vigilance. Like, share, subscribe, and together, let's drown out the lies with truth.